Loser of the week, AOC. Enough said. Larry, what to look for this weekend?
I am looking. I hate to keep saying Iran, but how can you
Yeah.
not be looking
Yeah.
at Iran?
Yeah. Haima.
Yeah, same. So I'm looking at Iran, and then I'll be with the Dem governors this evening. So I do want to see how they're going to surmise what
Ooh.
how they feel this week is gone.
What are you doing with the Dem governors?
They're having their annual dinner, so
All right, where wire. I'm looking to see if the mayor of New York City, because it's about competence, not ideology, can handle a snowstorm. We may get a big snowstorm, and there's still snow on the ground here in my neighborhood from the last
Yeah.
snowstorm.
Yeah, don't
That
you,
was like
isn't that question
that was
already
like
been answered?
that was like a
Mark?
month ago. Well, I want to see if you're giving him a
To be fair,
mulligan.
I think he did better than Mira Bowser did. So
We're
gotta give him
giving
some
him a
points for
mulligan.
that.
We'll see how he does. Joe just texted me to say, Larry, that my book's on the shelf right behind him. So it is.
I was
It is.
looking.
We'll do a freeze frame.
Oh,
All
maybe
right,
he was sitting in front of it.
quick word. Yeah, quick word from a sponsor, and then to your questions. Please raise your hand if you want to be in the conversation. If you want to have to shop less for food, spend less time making food, eat more healthy food, and spend less time cleaning up after dinner, I've got a great idea for you. Our friends at Factor will give you 50% off your first box and breakfast free for a year. There's a subscription service that delivers healthy meals right to your door. You can specify the kind of things you want, lots of variety, really great portion sizes. 50% off. Go to factormeals.com/2way50 off. Factormeals.com/2way50 off for 50% off your first box plus free breakfast for a year. This is an opportunity, folks, to save time, money, and eat stuff. No refined sugars, no artificial sweeteners, no refined seed oils. The subscription service delivers them right to your door. Literally takes 2 minutes to make them. Put them in a microwave or the oven for 2 minutes. They're hot, they're delicious, they're healthy. This is a way to change your life right now. Try it. 50% off. Go to factormeals.com. Use the promo code 2way50 off for 50% off your first box plus free breakfast for a year. And then finally, Cozy Earth giving you 20% off everything on the site using the promo code MORNING. Go to cozyearth.com. Use the promo code MORNING. You can buy yourself a bubble cuddle blanket or two. You can buy some sheets, some towels, some T-shirts, and of course the famous pants, all available to you now. 20% off. Go to cozyearth.com. Start the year off by maybe updating some stuff around your house. Get some new sheets, get some new towels, some new bedding. Maybe get the bubble cuddle blanket and spread the love around your house. The thing's gigantic. It's the size of a large parachute. So lots of you can fit in one bubble cuddle blanket, but perhaps get two. The Luxe Bath Towel Set, also 20% off. Really everything. Refresh your routines with comfort that makes every day feel like a new year. Go to cozyearth.com. Use the promo code MORNING right now to save and love your life, maybe more than you ever have before. Thanks to Cozy Earth. Angela, welcome in. Thank you for being part of Two Way. We'd love for you to unmute, tell folks where you are and what's on your mind for Haima and for Larry.
Hi, super happy to be here. I'm in California. I've actually, Mark, I was on one of your focus groups many years ago, so I've been following you for a while.
Great to have you
Super
here. Thank you.
grateful for this community. Okay, so I have kind of like one crazy question and then another observation. So my crazy question is, so I'm a Republican in California, and I have friends that are of all different um, political backgrounds, and I keep seeing over and over and over again John Fetterman being able to cross the aisle on kind of making uh, being able to bridge the gap between Republicans and Democrats. And I know that it's probably really far-fetched to consider him being a candidate in the future for president, but to me, it seems like his messaging and the way that he's reaching so many people, like, is it even fathomable that this could ever, be something?
Great question, Larry.
I think it is only in that I suspect Democrats will primary him pretty aggressively when he's up for re-election, and
He may not run. By the way,
he also may not
Yeah.
run. Also, by the way, the timing might work out that he might be picked as maybe a cabinet member of the new Republican administration at that time instead of running again. So it's not too far-fetched, Angela. I don't think it is. And I love the fact that there are Democrats who agree with Republicans. I'm not so happy with Republicans agreeing with Democrats. So if they can get together on something like this and Fetterman can be our ally on some of the important things that he has been, I think it's an interesting prospect. But, he's, from my perspective, wrong on so many other really important issues that it makes me hard to be all in on Fetterman.
Haima.
He will never be president, and he will not run for president. And I campaigned for him in 2022 and spent a significant amount of time with and his wife and his family, and I have a great deal of respect for Fetterman. I like Larry on the other side of the coin. I do welcome bipartisanship, and I think Pennsylvania is one of those states, particularly being from Western Pennsylvania, where he's from. It's one of those states where you're just innately sort of bipartisan, and you have to work together. And if you're a mayor, you have to be a little bit more intentional about working together. Look, I think Mark's right. He may not run. Larry's right. He may be primary. But there are other Democrats like Ruben Gallego and Alyssa Slotkin and others who are taking similar messaging and just being a little bit more actionable about it. So, I don't want people to think. I think Larry would like you to think that all Democrats are as liberal and progressive and out of their minds. But there are a lot of people who are in the middle and who want to move the country forward.
Yeah, although I don't hear much outreach from Ruben Gallego.
Yeah. Ruben's.
Well, Ruben's
every.
I think he would probably he would not appreciate that comment. But Ruben's all over the place, and he's been making his mark.
Yeah, Angela, what I would love is for more Democrats and Republicans to study Fetterman, to study what's been effective about it and emulate the things that he's doing that are good. Because I agree, he'll never be president for a variety of reasons. And I don't think he's going to run for re-election, but he's certainly been a unique voice and a voice that a lot of people find appealing. Larry, go ahead.
Angela, are you in Orange County?
I am not. I am from the San Francisco Bay Area, but I don't live in that area now. I'm more Central California. My next question is, I live here and I do not know a single person that likes Gavin Newsom. And I've got friends that are, doing protests every single weekend in the Bay Area. I've got friends that are very, very conservative. The only message I hear is how much people hate Donald Trump. And I really am I want to hear from somebody in this community, even on social media, when I go onto X and I look at something Governor Newsom posts, it's all hate. And I'm like, where are the people that like him? Because I don't know any.
Yeah. Angela, thank you. Thank you for coming on. Hope you'll come back regularly. Grateful to you.
Mark, I've gotten in a lot of trouble this week on the Gavin Newsom conversation. And I think Angela is making a really good point. I think in 2028, the Democrat that becomes nominee, even though Gavin is trending as that way, he's going to be the person who has a vision and who's going to follow the puck, not necessarily the anti-Trumper.
Yeah. Well said. John, welcome, and tell folks who don't know where you are, what's on your mind, and I love your shirt.
Oh, thank you very much. Well, retired race car driver. Look, I'm in Houston, Texas. Obviously, I'm one of the very first guys to start watching your show on Two-Way, and we love it. Here's my question. It's really an observation. I think Trump is pretty much 180 degrees out on everything he ran on, and most people know that. How many people have decided that he just doesn't care about the midterms? He knows he's going to get just obliterated unless he declares martial law and nobody is allowed to vote, because there's nothing that the average person, I don't electrical contracting business, I don't hear anybody, Republicans, Democrats, who walk out of Kroger feeling good about anything related to the economy. And I see my business is off. We're very retail oriented. We have a big commercial business, but the retail business has been off for almost a year. So who believes that Trump just doesn't care about the midterms and he's just going to go on being Trump, and whatever happens to the Republican Party, whatever?
Larry.
Well, two things are true. Trump is going to be Trump, and there's no stopping that. And you heard that from Mark's great reporting, the readout of that secret strategy meeting that took place this week. One message coming from the White House is, stop trying to change Trump and his messaging. He's going to do what he does, but here's what we can focus on. I don't think he has given up. I don't. I think that he also wants to continue to follow through with his policies and what he believes is right for the economy and for the country. And so, you can continue. Let me step back for a second. I don't think the president, the White House, or the Republican Party's midterm strategy has really begun. It's going to start Tuesday night at the State of the Union. That's the kicking off point, and I would withhold judgment in terms of what their messaging from this point forward is until you hear the speech.
I agree with Larry on that too. But I think, unfortunately, John, what we've been proving, the president only cares about himself first. And so I think that's the issue. He doesn't necessarily care about other Republicans being elected. And it's not that he doesn't care about winning. He just doesn't care about other people who's not named Donald Trump or last name Trump.
I don't think that's fair. He has supported Republicans who have, criticized him and not been in favor of him because he knows that he needs to help build his majorities.
He
has
said
been
he
known
said
to.
last week he didn't even know who the state senator running in Texas was, the
Yeah.
Republican who he endorsed.
Yeah. John, thank you. Grateful to you for the question. The little unsurprising, the pool was let into the meeting moments ago with the president and the governors. And two things surprising. One, the pool was allowed to stay for exactly a minute. They weren't allowed to stay for the president's remarks. As the president started speaking, they were ushered out. So that historic thing where we've seen some in the past where the president engages in front of live cameras or recorded in any way with the press is apparently going to happen in this meeting. And Wes Moore is there and was sitting next to the U.S. Trade Representative, Mr. Greer. So Wes Moore in the House. I'm going to head over to SiriusXM now. Again, you can watch the program or listen to the program rather on SiriusXM Megyn Kelly channel 111. Join me over there at 10 o'clock Eastern time for more of two-way and some great conversation. And we might have another surprise guest. That's all I'll say. Not Joe Scarborough, but maybe somebody else. And I'll see you at 5 o'clock tonight on two-way tonight. We'll have full coverage of the reaction to those disappointing economic numbers, including Scott Besson's speech in Texas and everything else that happens during the day. I leave you all in the capable hands of Jaime Moore and Larry. And gentlemen, grateful to see you. Looking forward to seeing you again soon. And of course, the show will be back on Monday at 9 a.m. Have a great day, everybody. Larry, over to you.
Thank you, Mark. I appreciate it. All right, Jaime, this is it. We get to do whatever we want now.
Let's do it. I love it.
And I mean, what are you streaming these? No, actually, I'm gonna call an audible. Haley is begging to be brought in to finish us up. So you've got 60 seconds, Haley. Make it count, and don't put me over because it's Friday and I'm done. This is the end of my work day. Well, I got one more show to do. All right, Haley, welcome. Oh, do I need to unmute her?
Yeah.
I don't know how to do that. Oh, here we
go. Thanks, guys. Just had to say, Alyssa Liu is the winner of the week. There is no contest. This girl is fantastic. Her story, I watched her entire routine. I cried like a little baby.
Me too.
Her story is incredible. And she is hands down the winner of the week.
No, and her enthusiasm was so infectious. It was incredible. And the fact that her father survived Tiananmen Square and they chose liberty in America.